Welcome back to Satisfactory. This video is going to be a little different. We're not going to build anything right now. What we're going to do is power level through some of these milestones so we can get to the next level of belt and make use of those high-speed belts a lot sooner. The first thing we're going to want to do is move the hub. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, this is some stuff that was in the personal storage in the hub. Let's drop some stuff so we can get these things moved into a good storage location. And we'll drop them. We definitely don't need these things in our inventory. We'll keep the hub parts. Alright, so we want to move the hub closer to our central storage area. And if we move it to right around this area, it'll be close to our iron products and all of our concrete. And this is effectively a copper product storage at this point with some concrete thrown in. So in order to do this, we're going to have to go through a few of the requirements relatively quickly. First thing we know we need, we need to put our hub back up. Let's say we don't want to put it right next to there because we don't want it to fly into it, right? So we'll put it, say, here. All right. And then we'll interact with all these just to get rid of all these exclamation points. All right, done. Now, in order to get to the next level of belts, because that's what we're really looking for. We're looking for these belts. The Mark IV belt, it's 480 resources per minute. Currently, I think we're at 280. So that's a massive increase. And we want that. We don't want to wait until after we've done oil processing. And, you know, after we've done oil and manufacturing. And no, we want that now. It'll make getting all those other things easier. Now, we're going to have to spend some tickets. That's unavoidable in this scenario. So in order to get this, we have to unlock the recipes that would allow us to spend tickets to buy the things that are listed here. Right, in this case, rubber and computers. In order to unlock rubber and computers, we have to unlock oil processing for the rubber. And the computers is here, industrial manufacturing. So we're going to have to spend some money. We're going to have to spend some tickets on plastic, rubber. And then over here, we're going to have to spend some tickets on computers. Now, this heavy modular frame, it's in the mix, but I think we can handcraft those. And then we have engines and encased beams. Here we have engines. And over here, we have encased beams. So what we're going to do for those, we're going to make ourselves a little test bed. Oh, wow. I always find the most dramatic way to set up my hub. Always seems to find a way to be on a cliff. All right. So in order to complete that, what we want is a couple of assemblers. Let's see here. I'm gonna nestle this a little bit over here. Just like this. All right, and then side of here. And you know, I should just change my toolbar. Right, we're not trying, this isn't part of a massive production area. We're just trying to get some extra engines and maybe some extra beams. And those can all go into a single container. Then over here, same kind of thing. We'll just put together a couple. One of those for that side of the house, and each one of these builds is going to require a couple of ingredients. And, you know, eventually we'll get to making a full-fledged factory for this stuff, but we only need a couple hundred each to power level. Oh, since we're using a machine, we do have the option here. Which one is the fastest? That's all I'm going to care about. 4 per minute, 6 per minute. There you go. Answer received. And then we can fully juice those. So now we're getting 15 per minute. On this side, we want the motors. I think we only have one recipe for motors. Yeah. 5 per minute on that one. All right, so that's almost ready. Let's get ourselves a little power. Steal the power from over here. I need some wire. Get some wire in our inventory. Let's go down to the personal cache level. Grab some wire. I needed that wire to power this little test bed. All this stuff we're doing right now, totally temporary, because we want quicker access to the next level belt. All right. But this side, I think, is our best bet. Let's start here, because we have some steel beams on us that we can contribute, and we've got some good amount of concrete that we can contribute. Let's get that side really set up. So concrete. Once again, just to eliminate the possibility of controversy, let's go to the personal stash level. Grab some beams. Good chunk of beams. We don't need nearly this many, but we're gonna get a good chunk of beams. And then concrete stacks a little bigger, so grab a good chunk of that. This one's the beams, and this one's the concrete. All right, so this little machine here, it's gonna crank out 15 per minute. All right, in 10 minutes, we'll have enough for oil processing. So that's done, basically. Then we're going to check on this recipe. Rotors and stators. Now, we just built our stator factory, so that's probably bad news, because we also connected that stator factory to our automated wire factory, which means we've probably consumed all of our stators. Lots of greens in the stator building, so lots of stators are still being made. But my guess is all the stators are in this factory. I wonder if there's a few in the machines we can rob. Ooh. It's 100 right here we can just steal. Well, let's just pick these up right here. We obviously need to make a lot more cable. But since we have 300 stators here, that's actually really good. Easy access to stators. We'll just steal from those machines and use them over here. Let's see. Now, we know we want 50. It takes 10 stators to make. So each stack of 100 makes... Each stack of 100 makes 10. No, that can't be right. Each stack of 100 makes 50 motors. 2 stators makes 1 motor. Stack of 100 is 50 motors. Okay, so we're good. We've got more than enough. That was easy. We'll just drop these stators in here. Let those go, and then we'll run over here. We should be able to... Oh, wait, rotors are in the iron products factory. They're made 100% out of iron. Let's jump over here real quick. These multi-purpose factories are really good when you're first starting out. They allow you to build a lot of products based off of a single product or a single input, in this case iron. But as you go along, like, I should have hooked these up to some... I should have hooked this up to an awesome sink or a larger storage or something. I'm not making full use of this factory is what I'm trying to say. Speaking of awesome sink, I'm also going to make an awesome sink. Once we get these other pieces going, we are going to spend some tickets. I only have 26 on me, so we might need to generate some more tickets. I'm not sure exactly how many we're going to spend in this endeavor. Let's see. So rotors goes in number 2 right here. Drop those rotors off, and we're good. These will come around, and then looking in here, yeah, we're almost done. We're halfway done with the engines, and we're 75% of the way done on the encased beams. We know, without worry or controversy, that we have the necessary pipes, right? And then we can also jump down to our personal stash section and get the copper sheets, because we know copper sheets are a copper product. I need a slightly better way to go from the personal storage to this level. Oh, actually, we only need 50 engines, so we're almost there on both of these. Let's jump in here. Keep going on the wrong side. Let's jump in here. Let's commit the resources that we know we have. And then while we wait for those last little bit of engines and such, we're going to make a... I think we want an awesome sink. Not an awesome store. Awesome sink. One. Oh, I dropped all my concrete. One, this will let us print tickets, and it also let us make some tickets. So we'll just go in this corner over here. Build a industrial storage. Oh man, I keep dropping all the good stuff that I need. Like steel beams. Let's grab a couple stacks of those so I can build some belts. Do I also have... Oh, I've got plenty of pipes on me. Okay. It's real easy. Connect you to the power. We probably don't have any tickets waiting. Yeah, we're not really destroying enough stuff right now. Let's go ahead and do that though, since we have all this stuff on us now. Let's get this awesome sink going on some good stuff. Okay, let us pick up what we need from here. We're ready to ship this out. And ship it.
Milestone reached. Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made. The byproducts of oil refinement can be used after further processing, as seen in the refinery. Caution. This is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
That's great. We definitely want to do all of that, but not right now. Right now, we're just going to shoot to unlock manufacturing. Now, we need 1,000 cable. Kind of a lot of cable, but we have it, so we're not too worried about it. I should label these. Where's the cable? Oh, I'm using all my cable. Once again, I'm going to have to go to the personal storage section. So the personal stash is a great idea because it's a dead end. It allows a few of the resources to get split off in here and be at your ready. Otherwise, they're just going to get used in your other building. So we need 1,000 cable. Let's just grab... I don't know. Let's just grab a... whatever. Put the rest in the awesome sink. Get some points. Have I built a awesome store yet? Yeah, the awesome store is a key part of this strategy. Let's put that in. So we know we want rubber. Should be able to buy it because we're allowed to make it. Okay, 1 ticket for 200. That's a deal. Matter of fact, I'm going to add that to cart right now. Then plastic. One For 200, that's a deal. We've got 1,000 cable on us. Oh wait, I didn't actually pull the trigger on that. Then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of cable for the 1,000. Let's pick this up right over here. Purchases section. So there's 2 tabs up here. People often forget. The Awesome Shop's got 2 tabs. And we'll collect our purchases. Dump these off here. We'll double check our test bed over here. Make sure we're still making... So we're short on stators now. But I bet we already have a good chunk of engines. Yep. And we're running out of steel. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dump these cable. We don't need all this cable on us. We'll dump this cable. We'll keep a couple stacks on us. We also don't need this reinforced plate right now. We can get rid of this quartz. We use quartz or silica, and that's just going to increase the time or decrease the time until the next time I have to run out and get some more quartz. Right now we're focused. We're super focused. In the next 7 minutes, we want to be ready to complete industrial manufacturing. That means primarily 12 per minute on motors. We're halfway there, over halfway there. We need stators, for sure. Let's do this. We'll go downstairs here and check our stator output. Yeah, our stator output is kind of low. Wait a minute. We got extra stators right here. What's going on? Oh, our cable output is so low that the system can... There we go. That's 100 stators. That's 50 more engines. That's plenty. It's enough to get us through this level anyway. Just robbing my production lines. All right, and then in order, so my guess without looking is that we're not making enough wire. Yeah, so the pipes here, the stator recipe is pipe and wire. Pipes are waiting, which means we need to put in more wire. Another advantage of the personal storage, what we're going to do, we're just going to go into the personal stash. We're going to grab a few stacks of wire. And then elevate them to the production queue. Right here. So that'll dramatically increase the number of stators that we're making. Other than that, I think we're done. Yeah, 4 minutes. We need 8 motors. That's plenty. Now, when we look at selecting milestones, industrial, we've purchased this, we have the cable for this, we're making the engines for that. This is done. Now we look at what we really want, and we're only doing this level So we can unlock computers, so we can buy computers with tickets. That's the key. Jetpack. I'm not going to get distracted by the jetpack. I don't have the fuel for it, so it doesn't make sense to even get into it right now. We need 50 heavy modular frames. So while all that other stuff is going on, we're going to get 50 modular frames going. Add it to our to-do list. Edit our to-do list. Say that we want 50 of these. 5,000 screws. See, if you ever wonder why I don't like screws, 5,000 screws is the reason. Oh, but we're also going to need some encased industrial. Good thing we put this on the list. We're going to need a good chunk of encased industrial. We've got half of what we need, but let's set up the other half. In order to do that, let's go down to the personal storage, personal stash. And let's grab some steel beams to make the encased beams. And then we need the pipes. And then we'll run back over to each one of these stacks to 300. We're going to have to make room in our inventory to carry 5,000 screws. Matter of fact, one of the efficient ways to make room in our inventory is just to drop off the steel beams. And we'll carry a stack with us just so we can make belts. I'd like to get that down a little more. Let's go over here. This is effectively an output area anyway. So we'll drop some this and this. All right, we have room now for 5,000 screws. I truly need to consider integrating. It's not that far to integrate these iron products into the storage area. I've got 2 separate screw lines. I don't know that I want extra screws. And then heavy modular frames. Let's just go over here and pick these up. In 17 seconds, we'll be ready to launch the industrial manufacturing side of things. We're just waiting for the pod to return. Nothing else. We are ready to ship the next level of stuff. Oh, I thought the pod was gonna land. Weird. Normally the pod lands. It's not even here. Alright. I've probably found a little bit of a bug state. That's okay. All right, let's put in the... That's good stuff. Then we'll put in the rubber and plastic. We'll run over here, grab our motors. Chip those motors. And ship it.
Milestone reached. The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise. New project parts enable progress to the next phase.
That all sounds great. And we are going to do that. But we're going to do that later. Because right now, we just want to get this next milestone done. We need 50 of those. We have 45 made already. Or we have got 45 left to make, I should say. All right, so our encased beams need to kick in here. You have everything you need? Making 15 per minute. We need another 65? 55? All right, 4 minutes. That's plenty. That's fine. While we're worried about that, let's go ahead and get the other items hooked up. Ooh, interesting. We need the encased beams twice. We need the encased beams to make the reinforced frames, and we need the encased beams directly. That might be justification for creating another one of these if I'm in an extreme hurry. Which I suppose I'm not, but I kind of am. Ooh, what do we need there? Rotors and cable? Rotors and cable. Rotors and cable. Got the cable easy enough, but where are the rotors? Rotors are in storage over here. I can't believe I used that many rotors. I guess I probably dumped them all into the awesome sink without paying attention. I need to clean up some of these storage containers. I have lots of test benches. This is an old steel test bench. Oh, I still need those screws. Well, 100 rotors should be enough. I need to mix up my facades. I like the glass buildings, but everything doesn't have to be a glass building. I kind of like the way the storage is coming together. Partially glass, partially concrete. I need to do more of that. Don't worry. It's all temporary. I don't have the shards on me to fully juice this, but I will add as what I have, which is good, right? So now that's 12 additional encased beams per minute, because I am gonna need the first 60 to make these heavy modulars. Do I have access to manufacturing? I do. I just got it. I could do this. Let's do it that way. Let's make... It's going to cost me a few, but it will make making these a little easier. We won't even need to hook it up to a storage, really. We'll just make a manufacturer. Oh, what am I missing? Oh, 50 plastic if I want this. Plastic is cheap. Let's buy it. I don't have to hook it up to an output, but I think I'm going to. What I won't do is hook it up to an input, because we don't need that. Okay. Heavy modulars. Got all your stuff right here. We're ready to go. Ooh. We will hook up the screws, though, because the screws are going to be a nightmare to feed. The screws are a nightmare. I have a vendetta against screws. I'm recognizing this. Just drop the screws in here. Let those feed in automatically. I mean, I could, at the very least, I should do. Come on. Here we go. Let's see here. Let's sort this down a little bit. Pipes are 30 per minute. Let's set those up. I only need 50. Guessing that the stack of the heavy modular frames is less than 50. I'm only making 2 per minute, though. Good grief, that's slow. I think I'd be better off handcrafting them. We'll take a couple stacks. We'll let the machine help us out a little bit, but we will handcraft a good chunk of these. I'm trying to get done here in the next 3 minutes. Only other thing we need is 400 rubber and 100 computers. I think the computers are going to cost us. Yeah. It's going to cost us Technically, though, I do have the computer recipe. Right, but that's going to take 2 ingredients that I don't have access to. Let's just bite the bullet. Computer. Add to cart. Add to cart. It's going to cost us 6 coupons for 50 computers, and we need 100 computers. And then rubber. Rubber is 100 for 1. We're making the encased beams. What's the frame cost? 6 for 50. Ooh, 1 ticket to spare. I think that's the way to do it, though. And we're done. We'll end up with a little extra. But now we're just waiting for the pod to not return. Yeah, thinking about the future here, we need to... So this factory, automated wire, is complaining about lack of cable, and this one's complaining about a lack of wire. So I think a cable wire factory is in our future. There is a copper node there, and there's another copper node down the road here a little bit. I could combine those to one and then sprout up a factory right here, like right in this area, to make the copper wire and the cabling. Supply both of those. But that's just me planning while we wait. Oh, it's going to return this time. Cool. Let's get some cool shots here. That purple and orange is looking great. And we're ready. Let's ship it. Oh, I overbought the rubber. It's 200 per ticket, but this only cost me extra 2 tickets, so whatever. Just double check on what you're paying, what you're getting. I mean, to buy rubber is pretty ridiculous, so it makes sense that they made it 200 per one instead of 100 per one. That makes this whole endeavor way more affordable. And ship it.
Milestone reached. The fuel generator will match power generation to the increased consumption of recently acquired technologies and buildings. Additionally, improved conveyor belts and lifts can now be constructed. Caterium scanning unlocked.
It probably makes sense to go ahead and unlock these better pipes. Oh, you're using 20 per minute. You know what? Let's just do the whole thing. What are you asking for? beams and frames. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna call that. We've done what we set up to do. I think we might scrape. Unlocking the jetpack at this point without access to making fuel would just be torture. I can't make fuel yet, so I can't even see how much it costs. I could unlock that relatively easily. But we don't want to spend tickets on fuel. That's probably right outside my limit. Unlocking the better pipes, though. I know these pipes cost... Excuse me. Cost plastic to build. That would be a downside of that. Nope. We're going to be happy. We set out to get the better belts. We have access to the better belts. Mark IV belts, Mark IV lifts. We went from 270 resources per minute to 480 resources per minute. So that's huge. And what we're going to primarily do is upgrade things like our current cable, wire, and copper sheet factory. Right? And upgrading that by itself is going to really increase our output of our stators and automated wiring. So now I think the next factory we need to build is the encased beam. And I think we're going to use the alternate recipe for that and use the pipes. Just because pipes are a little easier to make. A little slower to make, but considering the... Why is this revving up and down? Oh, because it's trying to get 400 screws per minute. See, this is my point. Let's see if we can change this. I did make the screws the shortest belt. Let's see if we have 7 encased beams. We do. We're going to upgrade that one belt right here. Oh yeah, look at the speed of that. Now we're going to keep up with this. See? Better belts already providing benefits. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some of this test bench here until we get the encased beam recipe done. Or, I'm sorry, the encased beam factory done. But that's just a quick video to show how, you know, if you follow the instructions of the game, it'll be, you know, you'll be well past creating oil products before you get to the next level of belt. Or you can power level and get to those faster belts much faster. And the result, you know, the downside really isn't that bad because encased beams are a factory that you can make using assemblers. And you should already have access to concrete, obviously, and you should already have access to steel beams. So creating the inputs for those beams, for those belts, isn't that tough. The only weird part about the encased beams is I think they stack. They might stack weird. I think they only stack at 100, where this one stacks at 200. So that's the downside, but that's the downside of Mark IV belts by itself, right? That has nothing to do with what we're doing here. So there you go. We spent some tickets, obviously. We're buying parts. And we are getting to our faster belts way faster than the game suggests that we should. So now, the nice part about this is when we go back to build all of these things, the circuit boards and the refineries and the oil extractors. Yeah, see, just by saying the oil extractors makes me think I should also go ahead and get this done. I have to think about that. These things do cause plastic. You have to spend plastic to build things. But other than that, it might be good just to have the option, even if we don't use it. But yeah, I'm happy with that. We're going to keep this video under an hour. And I'm going to say, thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.